All right. Tonight, for the master class, we are going to start breaking down the chakras and working with each chakra one at a time. And let me just turn this camera really quick. So we already talked about the chakras, what chakra means. It means wheel. It's basically like an energy vortex. It is not actually physical, but it is part of the energetic field of the body. And they're very important centers. They're very involved and they're very complicated. And there's a lot to learn about them. However, what we're going to do is break them down and learn how to work with them in our yoga practice. The first chakra that we're going to talk about is the root chakra. The root chakra is also called the Muladhara chakra or the earth chakra. So earth chakra is the element that relates to that particular chakra. It's located at the base of the spine, and the tissues that it correlates with are the colon. And also in some references, like in Ayurveda, it will relate to the muscular tissue. It's because it's also involved in bone development, and it's also involved in the kapha stage of life. So the kapha stage of life is the very beginning of life. When a child is born, they are building, they are growing and evolving, and that is the kapha phase. That's why there's lots of moisture and babies are slobber and there's lots of body fluids, basically. So the earth element and the earth chakra it's got a lot of different functions. So the physical function of it is bone development and also elimination, and that's proper elimination. So I want to just break down a little bit of elimination stuff, because people are not always aware that if you're not regular every day eliminating, that's not normal. You should be eliminating every day. Also, there are different conditions in elimination that should be taking place. In other words, diarrhea is also not normal. Gas and constipation is also not normal. It means that you have digestive imbalances. There's an imbalance in that earth chakra. It's not just the chakra. It's really relating to the colon. And there's a vata imbalance if it's constipation. There's a pitta imbalance if it's diarrhea. Okay? So that's that. The psychological function of this particular chakra is that of calming and stability. It's also our ability to remain present in this moment, in the world, being present in this moment, in the world. The mantra that we're going to work with today that relates to this particular chakra is LUM. L-U-M is how it's pronounced, but you might see it also spelled L-A-M, but it's pronounced LUM. So we'll be using that, and we're doing a particular practice today that helps us with grounding, because that's what this chakra is all about. If it's in balance, it's grounding us. We have enough earth, which creates a container for us so that we can then move on and evolve as an individual through spiritual practices and have the stability. So sometimes I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but I've come across over the years people who get really, really into meditation and yoga and all these things. They start meditating, they start doing all these practices, and then they end up having major imbalances because their physical container, the nervous system, the physical body itself was not stable enough. It did not have enough earth in order to be a proper container for those particular practices. So having a proper container, having enough ojas, vital reserves in your body, is important. Sleeping through the night is one way of knowing that, hey, I've got enough going on. I sleep through the night. That's one way of knowing I have enough earth. So proper development of the earth chakra requires that we learn how to detach. We learn how to appreciate inwardly whatever it is that's around us. So we create this perception of being able to appreciate the different colors around us in the sky, or the mountains, or the ocean, nature, giving people the space to be where they are, appreciating everything around us. But there's no desire to possess or hold on to anything. So this chakra, when you've developed it, it means that you're not so attached to the physical world. You learn how to become the witness of the physical world, and then you take action without attachment to a certain outcome. So your action really has nothing to do with what's happening out here. It has everything to do with what's happening in here. Your perception, your ability to be that witness, your ability to be grounded in this moment. It actually helps us to know what right action is for ourselves, because the more grounded we are, the calmer we are. And then that means that our nervous system is calm, and we're developing the nervous system and creating a container. Because remember when we learned about Shavasana a few weeks ago? We learned in Shavasana that if you're falling asleep during Shavasana, it's a sign that your nervous system is overstimulated. It's basically not developed enough for you to be able to stay alert. So as you practice, you will learn how to stay alert, be the witness, and stay calm. It's just something that we work towards. So that's what we're going to be working on in our practice today. And that's what the root chakra is all about. There's a lot of other stuff that relates to it, like it has a certain color, which is red, and also the sense organ that it relates to is the nose, and also smell. So if you're the smells, that's why smells can really take you back into an old memory. So like if you were to step into a classroom and it makes you remember when you were in kindergarten or something like that, it's the smell that can really trigger memories. It's very strong, and it drops us down into that more earth part of ourselves. Okay, so we're going to do a practice today that is going to encourage grounding and calming. You're going to feel really nice after this practice. And we're also going to work with the mantra LUM, L-U-M. Okay, so let's get started with that.